Hello once again. So this tutorial is for beginners in AutoCAD, and at the end of this lesson you would have learned how to use some basic commands to create 3D solid objects. So here on the screen I have a fully dimensioned mechanical component. So I'm going to walk you through step by step on how I created it using these dimensions. So without wasting much time, let's now get started. Alright, so I'm going to start the drawing on a new page, and here's a new page. So the first thing I'll do here is to set up my drawing units. So I'll have to come up to the menu bar and click on Formats. Then move down and click on Units. Alright, so from this drop down window, I have to select the units I want to use. I'm going to use decimal. On length type, I'll have to choose decimal. Now on precision, I have to make it 0, I don't want fractions. And on insertion scale, the dimension is going to be in millimeters, so I choose millimeters. Okay, the angle type, choose decimal degrees, and on precision also choose 0, and click OK for the setup. Right. Okay, so I also have to come to the view panel and choose the view I'll have to start the drawing with. So when you click right here, I'm going to start the drawing from the top view, so I choose top. Alright, so we can now start the drawing. Alright, so I'm going to start the drawing from the base. So this is the base of the object. You can see here the length is 105 and the width is 98. So I have to use the rectangle command to create the base. So come over to the draw panel and click on the rectangle command. Then draw a rectangle of the length 105. Enter 105. Then click on the tab key and enter 98 as the width. Okay. So this is the dimension of the base, 105 by 98. So next I'm going to create these curves here. I'm going to use the fillet command to create that. So now come over to the modify panel and click on the fillet command. You can click on this arrow first. Click on fillet. Okay, so here I have to choose the radius of the fillet. So you can right click and click on radius. You can see there that the radius is 16. So I'm going to enter 16 as radius. Okay. Now I'm going to show you different methods to apply this fillet. Now when you right click again, see here polyline, you also see multiple. So when you click on polyline and hover over the rectangle, you'll see here that all the four corners have been applied with that fillet. So I'll show you another method. So click on the fillet command, right click, still choose radius as 16. Again, let's look at a different method. Going to right click and choose multiple. When I choose multiple, I will have to apply this fillet one after the other to create all these four fillets. Like this. Okay, you can now see that all the four corners have been applied with fillet. So let's go with the first. So we have now created all the fillets. So next I'm going to create these four holes, and the radius of the hole is 8. So come over to the draw panel again, click on the circle command, click on this arrow, and click on center radius. So when you hover your mouse over this, the center of this fillet will automatically be spotted, which is this point. Now enter 8 as a radius and enter. So to apply this circle on this other 3, all I'll have to do here is to copy the circle and paste them at the centers of this fillets. So come over to the modify panel, click on the copy command, click on the circle, enter, and pick it from this center and begin to locate the centers of this. Okay. So next I'll have to start to create this portion. And you can see here that from this distance to this edge is 45. So what I'll do here is to draw a line, click on the line command, locate this midpoint, and draw a line of length 45 units. Okay. Right, so next I'll have to draw the top view of this portion right here. And you can see here that this radius is 24, and from here to here is 35. So I have to draw a rectangle of 59 by 48. So click on the rectangle command, draw a rectangle of 59, click on the tab key and enter 48. Okay. So again, I have to apply this curve here, and the radius size is 24. So again, I'm going to use the fillet command to create this. So come over to the modify panel again and click on the fillet command. So I have to right click again and choose the radius. And the radius here is 24, so enter 24 as radius. Now this time I'm going to apply the fillet on two portions, so I'm going to right click again and click multiple. Then click on this and this. Also click on this and this. Okay, and enter. So I have now created this portion. So next I'll have to move this and place it over here. So come over to the modify panel, click on the move command, click on this, pick it from this midpoint and bring it right here. Okay. So again, you can see here that this thickness is 10. So here I'm going to use the offset command to move this line up by 5 on both sides. So come over to the modify panel, again click on offset command and enter 5 as offset. Then click on the line, offset upwards, click on the line and offset downwards. Then remove this. Okay. So now I'll have to switch the view now to isometric view. So I'll have to come over to the view panel, click on this and choose Southwest Isometric. Okay. So let's now begin to create the 3D aspect of this drawing. So first I'll have to start with this. You can see here that the thickness of this base is 18. Is this. So I'll have to now use the Presspull command to pull it down by 18 units. So come over to the modeling panel and click on the Presspull command. Now click on the rectangle and pull it down by 18 units. Okay. So I'm going to switch the view to shade of gray to see this drawing clearly. So come to the view panel, click right here and click on shade of gray. Okay. So now I'm going to create these 4 holes. This is 1, 2, 3 and the 4th one. Also I'm going to use the Presspull command to do that. So come again over to the modeling panel and click on the Presspull command. Then click on this circle, pull it down. Click on this, pull it down. Click on this, pull it down. Click on this and pull it down as well. So those 4 holes have been created. Now I'm also going to press pull this upwards. I can see here that the distance is 70. So this portion here is 70. So again, I'll have to use the Presspull command to do that. So click on the Presspull command again Click on this, put it up to 70 units. Also pull this portion up to 70 units. Okay, so I now have to locate the center of this curve here, and then draw a circle of radius 12. So come over again to the draw panel, click on this arrow and choose center radius. Now locate the center and center. Now draw a circle of 12 radius. Okay. So now I'll have to cut out this portion from this. So I have to draw a line. Draw a line from this point and terminate at this other point and enter. Now use the Presspull command again to trim out this. So come over to the modeling panel, click on the Presspull command and click on this face and pull it out. Okay, so that is done. So again, I also have to use the Presspull command to pull out these holes, and the distance as well is 70. So come over to the modeling panel again and click on the Presspull command. Then click on this circle and pull down to a distance of 70. It is this. So enter 70. Okay. So next I'll have to cut out this portion. And you can see that from here to here is 70. And this is 15, this is 15, this is 30. We have to subtract 30 from 70 to get this distance. So I have to draw a rectangle of 40, this is from here to here, by 60. From here to here is 59, but I'll make it 60 or more than that. So before I do that, I'll also have to switch the UCS to front. So come over to the coordinate panel, click here and choose front. Okay, so the UCS has changed position. So now click on the rectangle command and draw a rectangle of 60, as the length is 60. Click on the tab key and enter 40. Put this from here to here. Okay. Now click on the move command and move it from this midpoint and bring it right to this midpoint. Okay, so you can see here also that this distance is 15. From this point to this point is 15. So I'll have to move this away from this edge by 15 units. So click on the move command, click on the rectangle and push it out by 15 units. You can see this is dancing around, but to keep it steady, check the auto mode, turn it on. Okay. So now move it out by 15 units. Enter 15. Okay. So it's now time to cut out this portion. So to do that, come over to the modeling panel, click on the Presspull command again, and click on the rectangle and pull it leftwards. Enter. Now I have to subtract this now from this main one. So come over to the solid edging panel, click on solid subtract. Click on this, enter, then subtract this. I'll remove this rectangle now. Okay. So this is the object now completed. Let's turn it around and see. You can see that it's now completed. So thank you for watching, and please do subscribe for more of my tutorials.